We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg the money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.
We also citizen people. We also. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, Liberian people love you, yeah. We don't know what they want from you, hey. They bring the question, Papa, you balance all the equation. Without the calculator, they bring the just key. You keep on giving the checkmate, keep on giving the checkmate. Even though you lose a point, you keep on giving the checkmate, keep on giving the checkmate, keep on giving the checkmate. Liberian people love me. We will celebrate and jubilate. What they do. Go back. See this shit, love you. Go back. Every marketeers love you. All the students. See this shit outside, Papa. We outside to appreciate you. We see this shit outside. CDC outside, we outside, everybody outside, we outside, marketeers outside, we outside, all the students outside, we outside, all the old man outside,
We outside. The DMV chapter of the CDC USA is going to be outside on the 25th of October 2025.
CDC outside, we outside, CDC family. We also do appreciate the laundry outside, yes. CDC family. We also do appreciate the laundry outside, yes. CDC family.
Come and witness sedition
outside, yes.
in their thousands, gathering in Maryland for their own local convention.
We also do appreciate
the DMV chapter of the CDC USA will be having her local convention on the 25th of October 2025.
Or you can even buy
Meet members of the committee, the convention committee.
When we're ready, you will give me Ziggy Zaga. In the past, you know where you care about the way. You did it in the past, you did it in the present, you can do it power vision, yeah. Hey, we're back. Ziggy Zaga, we're back. Reggae is a osa, we're back. Ziggy Zaga, we're back.
Meet members of the committee. Honorable Dakabe D. Blaine, Secretary General of the Convention Committee. Honorable Paul Jasper, Chairman of the Convention Committee. Honorable Amos Zawenja, Chairman of the Election Committee, the Election Commission of the DMV chapter. Meet Professor Dr. Gifty L. McGill. She's also a member of the committee. Oh yes, the DMV is outside. Seditions are outside. To claim 2029, the process starts now.
Celebrate and jubilate and jubilate. We appreciate you. No matter what they say, no matter what they do. See this shit, love you. Everybody love you. Marketeers love you. All the students love you. We outside. See this shit outside. Papi. We outside to appreciate you. We outside to appreciate you. We outside. See this shit outside. We outside. See this shit outside. We outside. Everybody outside. We outside. Marketeers outside. We outside. All this
Convention.
my outside. We outside. All the papi outside.
The DMV chapter of the CDC USA will be outside on the 25th of October for her local convention.
We also do appreciate the laundry outside, yes. CDC family. We also do appreciate the laundry outside, yes. CDC family. We also do appreciate the laundry outside, yes. CDC family. We also do appreciate the laundry outside, yes. CDC family. We also do appreciate the laundry outside, yes. CDC family. We also do appreciate the leader. You can even buy all the professionals, or you can even buy all the defenders. Hey, when we're too ready, you will give you Isa Osa. When we're too ready, you will give you Ziggy Zaga. In the past, you know where you capable of doing. You did it in the past, you did it in the present, you can do it for our future, yeah. Hey, when we're too bad, Ziggy Zaga. We're too bad, give you Isa Osa. We're too bad, Ziggy Zaga. We're too bad. We're getting Isa Osa, and Ziggy Zaga. Isa Osa, we're getting Isa Osa, we're getting Ziggy Zaga. We're Osa, we also see family. We also do appreciate.
Girl, I know we the liar. Save the people there on the heads of the wicked one. That give me food, so they start to gotta get away. When we are popo, that sleeping papa is supposed to popo, and then Joe and popo. I'm picking like that's supposed to popo. They call our heavyweight. That we the champion team. This what we remain. International we do bleed. Sing with me, say, Aja le 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 oh. See oh le 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 oh. Aja le 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 oh. See oh le 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 oh. Power to the people, only for the men and do evil. They say the people why I don't put them in the spot. They get up thinking, no, see rapping can rap the king. Better get away, and it's about the in your space. I gotta go with plugging. CDC not take it. CDC, we the champion team. Boom,
You Jezo, ruling party, you're in trouble. Come on, y'all move on the road. CDC coming in with four. We're not taking the straight for Joe. We're battle y'all to the chicken cold. Now we the champion team. So we say your turn, Giant. Now we people y'all be making bucks. Hey, I see. If y'all ain't on the road, I keep with pour in your mouth. Ruling by the jelly while every one of y'all making paka. You guys see who take over, so y'all coming in with fuck. We don't y'all for making fault, all we offer are making love. All the other party then going straight down to the door. CDC who standing tall, observing and watching y'all. Y'all think that I'm thinking thing, to be cheating the winning team. This time we too aware, so we changing the referee. This time we too aware, so we changing the referee. Y'all want to roll beef, Papa coming again. Y'all want to roll Papa Georgie coming again. Y'all want to roll Mama Joe coming again. Who want to roll CDC coming again. Now they whole country giant coming so yeah, different. Better move on, say you're better move your move. It's about to get away. You see the baby get away. We coming again. Who wanna roll CDC coming again? Y'all who wanna roll job, we are coming again. Who wanna roll Mama Joe, we're coming again. Up in the roll CDC coming again. Now the whole country giant coming so different. Better move on and move. Say you're better move your move. Joe, we are coming on. Better get away. Amanda, Maipuye, Liberia,
DCENT International. All day. They get up thinking, no, see rapping can rap the king. Better get away, and it's about the in your space. I gotta go with plugging. CDC not take it. CDC, we the champion team. Boom,
You Jezo, ruling party, you're in trouble. Come on, y'all move on the road. CDC coming in with four. We're not taking the straight for Joe. We're battle y'all to the chicken cold. AFC say y'all winning team, but we more than winning team. Now we the champion team, so for the win again. AFC say y'all turn giant, but we the lion from Zion. Now we the whole country giant, we eat again, now we eating Kayan. So if y'all walk, you be people, y'all be making bucks. AFC we not some sir. If y'all ain't on the road, I keep with pour in your mouth. Ruling by the jelly while every one of y'all making paka. You guys see who take over, so y'all coming in with fuck. We don't y'all for making fault, all we offer are making love. All the other party then going straight down to the door. CDC who standing tall, observing and watching y'all. Y'all think that I'm thinking thing, to be cheating the winning team. This time we too aware, so we changing the referee. This time we too aware, so we changing the referee. Y'all wanna roll beef, Papa coming again. Y'all wanna roll Papa Georgie coming again. Y'all wanna roll Mama Joe coming again. Who wanna roll CDC coming again? Now the whole country giant coming so different. Better move on and move. I say you're better move your move. It's about to get away. You see the baby get away. We coming again. Who wanna roll CDC coming again? Y'all who wanna roll job, we are coming again.
All right, so fellow Liberians, home and abroad, what you can do for us right now is to hit for us the share button. Just hit for us the share button. We are very busy in studio, but again, we thought while we are doing this work to at least provide some information. We are very busy, very, very busy. But again, we think it's important that we provide some information to our people. So again, I want to say welcome to all of you. I want to appreciate all of you as usual. And I say welcome to you. Kindly do us a favor, and that favor we require of you is to kindly hit for us the share button. Share with friends, share with family members, so that all of us can be ready and can be here. So please hit for us the share button, please. Hit us the share button. Let's do this together, and let's spend some time together here. Yeah, let's spend some time. Let's spend some few hours together. It's going to be very interesting. Again, I want to welcome John Miller. Thank you so much. John Miller is joining us there from Rwanda, Kigali. Thank you so much for your presence here, John Miller. We want to welcome and appreciate Eric McGill. Thank you so much, Eric. We appreciate your presence here. Thank you so kindly. I want to welcome Ave JJ Peters. Thank you so much for your presence here. It's always a privilege for us to have you here. I want to use this time to also welcome William Hoff. Thank you so much for watching us there from Minnesota. Minnesota is in the house. Thank you so much, William Hoff. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Fatu Kone, how are you? My own lovely sister Fatu. She's joining us there from Kakata, Magibi County. You are highly welcome, my sister Fatu. It's a privilege for us to have you here. Thank you so much. I want to welcome Alfonso Bernard. Thank you so much, Alfonso Bernard, watching us there from Depot Road, Monrovia. Thank you so much for your presence. I want to welcome my own lovely sister right here. That's my love right here. Hawa Tote. How are you, Mama? I want to appreciate and I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for your presence here, Hawa. I want to also welcome and appreciate Roosevelt Kroma. Roosevelt Kroma, you are welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. It's a privilege for us to have you here. I want to say you are highly welcome. We want to welcome Mercy. Thank you so much. Mercy, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for your presence here. Thank you so very kindly. We do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Again, as usual, we ask that you kindly hit for us the share button. We are very busy in studio, but we thought it was to provide some information while we are working behind the scene. So we are doing some work and we want to multitask. So we are working and at the same time providing you some information. I mean, very necessary information. So as usual, we ask that you hit for us the share button and we can do this together. So let me begin first of all by giving you an announcement here, and let me look for the flyer for this announcement. Let me look for okay. So, fellow Liberians, the DMV chapter comprises of Washington, D.C., Maryland, and that of Virginia. So, these three chapters will be coming together in Maryland to have a convention. As you may be aware, or before we go for our national convention, the local chapters will have to have their own election. So, we will be having our own chapter election in the DMV area. And the DMV area again comprises of Washington, D.C., Maryland, and that of Virginia. We will be having our own convention on October the 25th. And these are members of the convention committee. These are members of the convention committee. We are still working on this thing. We have an issue here with Professor Dr. Gifty L. McGill. We have here just a chairman DMV, not the chairman, but we are going to do the correction while we are working behind the scene. But she is on the committee. We also have Honorable Manny George, who is actually the outgoing chair, of the DMV chapter. We have Honorable Amadou Dakagbe Blain. He is the secretary, actually. The secretary, there are some stuff we're working on. We are still working on it. It should not be chairman and secretary convention committee. No, he should be the secretary uh, of the convention committee. So we are still working on them. Chairman, he is the secretary on the convention committee, and we have Honorable Amos Zawenja, who is the chairman of the election commission. He is the chairman of the election commission, and we have Honorable Paul Jasper, who is the chairman of the convention committee. So we are still working on this. We need to do some corrections here before we can put it out in the public officially. So we are still working on it. So again, we want to say to all of you, uh, all right, so we will definitely, give you all of the information. We'll definitely give you all the information. Thank you so very kindly. We appreciate you. And as usual, uh, just hit for us the share button and let's do this together. So while we are working on this, I'm going to be multitasking and at the same time, I'm going to be talking. So just don't worry. We are here. We are together.
Our dream, the youth shall see vision. So you're the youth, you're the one that's going to take over, not the baby. But I read that the youth will take over. The youth. To sacrifice your first blood. And you don't have a child anywhere. Everything back up. We come together, we hold together, then we come to know that for two, the former president and the
working, but we're not getting because we can't say they buy our market. So whether the government are working or not working, we are poor that we don't know nothing. We're not all the working office. We are selling fat. Because what we used to not do our market when they say what they used to buy. The government promised us that we suffering. Market, yes, you're suffering. We're coming to rescue you. Easy with someone who will believe it because we're ungrateful and bad. And you know what I'm saying? So we follow beyond the deceitful government who go in power. The government say we go in power, everything collapse for us as for someone or with single parents. That business we do to see our children to school. That business we do our children day back. For nothing the government say, hey, boy, even when you take something, you put it in bed, you shove it on a rack. That government to count us out the country. The country lack. Say Joseph, you want to work out, say, oh, the country is black. The country lack to the estate salary market that used to be packed Saturday. When you come, you will take running for it. You go across the road, you will not hear anybody come out.
So you mean you take the paper and the government to be a debtor?
Yes, because nothing is proving. We see all going back. They're not buying our market. He promised us that we will power. He made sure we will sell. When even we're not selling to him upon time. Yeah, now since he said, "Oh, my brother, I tell you truth, I'm not just talking because we don't want to vote for him."
Oh, you mean you voted for Bwaka?
Yes.
Then you better to get a change.
Yes. Hey, see, I will vote for him that we see that, because they told us that even when we can't say it was not enough for us. Things will be better more than that. So to person I say when I pour our eyes, when he whip our thing will be fine. We'll jump behind me. I will get my own group over 278 women.
Amen.
On the market. I provided food. Going to campaign, I provided food. I say get my blessing for them. But then we wait for them, it's just a waste.
Amen.
No, I can see my bed. Hey, see,
Plastic. Instead of money,
instead of money. Now you to get there. Well, maybe losing them, maybe you will say, money over back. They want. They see nothing. Before they say the money over.
So our man, how you see the past and we are past administration and the current administration?
Let God forgive me. Let we are God forgive me.
Amen.
100,000 millions not better. Get now.
So you once voted for President Bwaka.
Yes,
what is the message now for Bwaka? What is the message?
Yeah. If he not put himself, but I'm noticing that he will not even put himself together. And I think we talk. What we talk is just our own. Why he decide to do that? But now they not there for road, one day for master. Every road have and he's very wicked. He suffer with a single parent.
Who wicked?
Bwaka, Joseph Human Bwaka is very wicked. They promise that he get with a single parent. And what he doing for us? School fee very tough. Then we can't say no way. My children is supposed to trade. Delete my children need for because now you get racked to pay. I think you have to pay the school fee.
Amen.
Yeah, we cannot buy nothing. So what the improvement? So if he not think for God, the way he fool all the day, I'm sorry for him tomorrow.
Okay.
And the messages are there.
Your name?
My name is Satawia.
Satawia. Your last name we are in go against.
But I voted against my own husband against him because I could people marry me. But the way they put me a sweet talk, I just imagine. Banjo for what fee one carry my group on a ring for Bwaka. What the improvement? They were more paying. After that can be everything. He black me one boy. I'm telling you truth. And I just really want to do what they say. Yeah. You see over the that the group but they promise all the make for all we win it to run the campaign, everything they win. So in the market here we get in the photo. Zero send up for you will not pay on their jet fire now. I just say no.
So let's talk about the development that the president are doing. Breaking houses and all the name of the
government and the government to be Facebook government.
Facebook?
Yes, internet government because they say they carry on development. We can't see it. When you add, they say go on the internet, go on Facebook, so that Facebook government will not see the reality yet. Only on the internet will go and you facing the city. I will be the true lady waiting. I see the city facing. But when we talk, they say, see the hospital may break. Just go on Facebook, you see, so that Facebook government, that internet government, I will go there for you. So the reality can be showing on Facebook, we'll go before we see it. And I see no development. No development I see. They see all parties, say, when I beat, and they see all parties beating. Okay. And I see no development.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. So let's talk to our hello.
Yeah. I think you will see me. Yeah, Joe, we are there. And you see the sample of me. And you see it. I told you, 2005. I was talking what they became of my.
Who the papi?
Joseph JMP. JMP Kilogate off, but we're not that. We pray God to see Tony Colena. We just want to Tony Colena. That party, we will kick it off. We will see a breaker, we will kick it off, we will pray for them. I never seen wicked person like that before. So we're all red. the past president already, but Joseph Baka. Joseph Baka. Joseph Baka. He wicked to the estate to the Liberian people. You get forget, and then you again, say I got to see nothing up there. Nobody. When you say this like this, the public get forget. I will go with George Amen. I will George. Oh my God!
Don't cry, don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Don't forget you. Will not forgive you. Joseph Baka will not forgive you.
So, how the business?
I think if you save them money away, but trade it. Save them money away, they're not buying it. So I expect my trade will eat. They're not buying. They made a project hard. They take it to the 2 million buy it. They be cheese, say that they buy how much cheese? Whatever cheese, I get the chimo, everything is that.
So, fellow Liberians, again, home and abroad, we are privileged again to be on here. We want to say thank you for your continuous support towards the platform. We are working on some stuff. As you may be aware, the DMV chapter of the CDC USA, they're going to be having their convention, and this particular convention will be held in the month of October. In October, they will be having this convention, and we will be there. So we want to invite all of you. Those of you out of state, we want to invite you. The committee will be meeting sometimes tomorrow, and they will be putting out all of the information that we need. All of the information that we need. So those of you who are around here, those of you in the DMV area, that is the DMV area comprises of Washington D.C., Maryland, and that of Virginia. So those of you within these areas, you are invited. You are invited to be part of the convention, which will be next month, the 25th. You will begin to hear more of these informations as time goes by. We will give you more of this information. Don't worry, we have more of this information that we are going to be giving you. So just keep tuned and continue to follow the page for the information. Like I said, we are multitasking, doing what we are supposed to do, and are rest assured that we want to give you the best. So I am working on something here for the DMV people. That's why you see I am here, there, and Yana. So, but again, it's good. We are grateful. We are very grateful. We're very grateful to be here. Okay. All right. So let's have this discussion. Hit for us the share button and let's do this together. Let's welcome my own brother, Boima Buster. Bana, thank you so much for joining us, my brother Buster. I appreciate you. So excited that you are here with us. Thank you so much. I want to welcome Rosalind. Thank you so much, Rosalind. This week we celebrated the birth anniversary of some special people. We never had the time to actually uh, to kind of like to acknowledge them, but again, they say better late than never, right? So we want to say happy birthday to one of our own sister, a big sister, Madam Orita Tukpa. Madam Orita Tukpa celebrates another day, so we want to say happy birthday to her, belated birthday, sorry, happy belated birthday. Here is Sis Orita. She celebrate her natal day somewhere this week. It was very wonderful. It was very nice. So on behalf of the platform, we say to you, Madam Orita Topa, happy belated birthday to you. And it is our prayer that the Almighty God will bless you and grant you, the grace to continue. Prince Wise, I want to salute and welcome you. Thank you so much. Alvin, thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate you. So happy belated birthday to, a big sister. I want to say happy belated birthday to you. We also celebrated the birth anniversary of one of our general, uh, Sis Roslyn. We celebrated the birth anniversary of Sis Roslyn. Sis Roslyn celebrated her natal day. Want to say happy birthday to her. And also Randolph Masekwe Dubayu also celebrate. So this week we had so many celebrants, and at the appropriate time we will be definitely, bringing them out and showing them to the public. But again, as usual, let's hit the share button and let's get ready to do this discussion together while we are working behind the scene. There is something that I want to play you here. And I agree with this brother 100%. 100%. I agree with him. And I want to play it here because this is going to form the basis of our discussion today. So let me play this here and I want you to listen.
They talking funny for water spoon that Joseph Boaka junk. Joseph Boaka using to use a platform to come to power. Then Joseph Boaka dropping the ocean in on the show they making not jumping around. We confused. You know what's going on. You think that joke we joking here? We told you about Joseph Boaka from the beginning. You say, oh, not listen to us. The other one too that you be passing around with big money, say you get policy, you know they want, you know that one, you know they want. John Molu. Oh,
I want us to listen because our discussion is going to.
Joseph
Our discussion, we are going to draw our discussion from here. So I want you to listen to this brother. He's called Moses. Listening to him very keenly. I want you to listen to him. Let me carry back. And let's listen here.
Around who they talking funny for Stanton water spoon that Joseph Boaka junk. Joseph Boaka using to use a platform to come to power. Then Joseph Boaka dropping the ocean in on the show they making not jumping around. We confused. You know what's going on. You think that joke we joking here? We told you about Joseph Boaka from the beginning. You say, oh, not listen to us. The other one.
Let's welcome our own brother Tia. Tia, you are welcome. Thank you for joining us.
You that you be passing around with big money, say you get policy, you know they want, you know that one, you know they want. John Molu. Oh, oh, my man, that other news today, man. Joseph Boaka jump in other news is John Molu. They made fool out of that one. They made fun out of him. Yes, they made fun out of him. Another Joseph Boaka John like John Lobo. He on the Joseph Boaka John. Can you imagine the gay Noah Saul gives him who a blind man job? You can see them get your job. You passing around taking pictures all day, putting it off for people, the other person's birthday, my senior brother, my senior sister, and let me congratulate my senior brother, the MD, the other. You not see? You ready yet? You better put your legs together, my picking. You not ready yet? You alive, no man like you, Joseph Boaka use all of your like junks in the town, and you passing around who they talking funny thing. You see what? Another Joseph Boaka John. But I want by Joseph Boaka he go straight in the grave. Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson, our Joseph Boaka. Oh, Joe Boba. Joe Boba, a big ball. I told you today we'll call the listing of all of Joseph Boaka Johns. The list too long. It is a countless list. A countless list. Joseph Boaka position, all of them. The only person that refused to be Joseph Boaka John. Like Yege Koluba, when Yege Koluba read it from distance, he said no. He said no. He said no. Another person who Joseph Boaka John, now Prince Johnson, Joseph Boaka gave him away. Joseph Boaka praising during the election, saying we dance with devil. You ready yet? Joseph Boaka not BM. I stand with Joseph Boaka. Joseph Boaka, our president. He's from Lofa County. I stand with the man from Lofa County. It's sweet for you. It's sweet for all of you. It's sweet for all of you. Joseph Boaka making fool out of, especially the Costa, the Ami Moda, the John Molu, the Stanton Water Spoon. I see him on his show. They making noise, shouting, talking funny. That now you know that Joseph Boaka now see where Male Papi. We used to tell you before you just say we hate Joseph Boaka.
You thought with that Papa King para Joseph Baga John man, that one would have brought a point in jail, he cheated 2 strings old men no in the town. I tell him, ain't saying man, ain't man no in the town. He will press Jeremiah and Joseph Boaka as long as he in Liberian for the rest of his life. If he any attempt, he will press that government, any attempt to try foolishness. Whether I record in Ghana or whatever it is with his secret counsel, all the secret money that they're giving you counsel. I'll say it today. You're watching, see. It's going to get serious. It is going to get serious, folks. It is going to get serious. Dylan passing around laughing. He's there on a jungle. There's a jungle will counsel. You're watching. And we are today. Today is the 13th. You're watching. Dara's Delon. Joseph Baga will dete him and Young Kanga Lawrence. You'll watch today and see. You're going to remember you're write it down. And I will want to Musa Bede say they coming after him and say that was joke. Today when and they chasing him, get a rat. We yeah. But first, we get about to share it.
My people, thank you for coming on and all of us listening to our brother. But before going to what our brother say, let me tell you this. All of us thought that Joseph Nyuma Boyka was going to come as a rescuer. As he said, that it's not going to be business as usual. None of us thought that under this government, that Joseph Nyuma Boyka will have no regard for human life, will disrespect human pride and human dignity. I want to give you this example. Some of you can remember. Few days ago, a keke driver. I get that video. I'm not going to show the video. It's very graphic. A keke driver got in a tussle with a PPCC officer. According to the information gathered, they said that the PPCC officer, was chasing after this keke driver, and the keke fell down. In other words, keke is not something that too strong balance. He put it down, the keke fell. So the keke driver fell on the floor and hurt himself. So this guy woke up and decided to jump in a face fight with the police officer, or we say the PPCC officer. And it was really, 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 brutal. That is something that I will not condone or I will not support. I detest anything that has to do with violence, whether be it against a civilian or against a security personnel. I detest it to the fullest, and I do not support it. Ahmed, you are welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I detest it. I do not support it at all. But my people, there are root causes to everything that happened. And to solve the problem, you got to look at the root cause. If you do not look at the root cause, you cannot solve the problem. All that you will be doing will be just what we call the surface level. You'll be solving issue, or you'll be looking at things from the surface level. So let us look into why that particular boy was very brave enough to fight that PPCC officer. Why? What gave him that particular energy? What gives him that right? Or what really pushed him to the extent that he will fight? I will not show you the video because it's very graphic. Let us take for a minute and imagine that scene. The boy jumped from in the keke, and we saw what happened. Punching the PPCC officer. What led to that? Like I said from the beginning, There must be a root cause for everything that happened. When you want to solve problem and you just confront the problem as it is and think that let me solve the problem from a mere surface level, then you are not solving the problem. To solve the problem, look at the root cause. One of the things I believe that contributed towards the bravery of that boy to assault that particular PPCC officer was because, one, I want to believe that these officers that are assigned to these various areas that these guys park their keke, they take advantage of the flag to abuse these keke riders or these motorcyclists. They will arrest them for no good reason, impound their motorbikes or their keke, and demand that these people gave them certain amount before it is released. The reason why we saw that, even though it is not a trump card for you to engage in such a violence, especially against an officer, it is not. But the reason why we saw that boy brave to do that is because I want to believe on several occasions, either him or his colleagues has been also abused by these PPCC officers and nothing have come from out of it. On a constant basis, they have been harassed. And I want to believe whenever they take complaints to either the commander or to whoever, they are not listening to. They just snub them out and kick them away and push them away. And nobody pay attention to them. When the people who should be protecting you and myself choose to be silent, it's a recipe for chaos and problems. Anytime you see the people who are supposed to implement the law, the people who are supposed to ensure that law is implemented to the letter and protect you and myself, anytime they go quiet, it's a recipe for chaos for the people to react. The people will react because they've seen that unfortunately the law or the people who are supposed to protect them are not protecting them. Are not protecting them. Are not protecting them. So when the people are not protecting them, they take law into their own hands. We saw what happened with the DEA. They dropped something they said they were doing around here, where communities, instead of the people who are charged with the responsibility of arresting who be drugs dealer or alleged drugs trafficker or drugs user, etc., etc., when the DEA failed, when the system failed to arrest these people, what we saw communities taking the law into their own hands. And we opposed it and said that was not the right way to go. Communities should not be the ones taking the place of these law enforcers. The community can help with information dissemination. The community can help with the presence of these officers. But it should not be that the community will be the one to take the law into their own hand, arresting people, breaking people things down, doing this, doing that. When it comes to that stage, then it means that the people have seen that the authority that is supposed to protect them have decided not to do, to turn their back on them, so they got to protect themselves. I remember back in the 90s, we had these vigilantes group all over the place, community watch team. And these community watch team, the reason why they were established, because there were the presence of people to protect them. We were not around. So the boys were put outside together and protect our own community. So to see civilians engage in such a very toxic mood with a PPCC officer, it speaks volume. It speaks to the breakdown in the system. It speaks to the level of, distrust that the people have in the PPCC or in the police. Of recent, we have seen what have been happening around here. When police have been beating on these guys with motorbikes, only because they are using the streets. Are there not correct way to do it, the best way to do it, that to beat on them? To the extent that one time a police was chasing a motorcyclist. Guess what happened? That motorcyclist landed straight under a truck and he lost his life. Right to, how you call the place, a Slipway Bridge. Right to Slipway Bridge. Another incident was that a keke rider was being chased after by a police officer on a bike. And guess what happened? The keke rider went straight boo and hit another taxi. And two persons was critically ill. And at the end of the day, we found out why was he chasing behind that particular keke rider. You know why? According to him, the keke rider parked in front of where they used to have UBA Bank, right up Broad Street there. Providence Baptist Church. When you go there, right in front there. So he said, why the keke boy parked there? So he tried impounding the keke rider or the keke, and then just within that time there was another taxi who also violated. So he looked at the weight and saw that they want a keke. You're not paying me more, so let me go to the taxi. So while he was interacting with the taxi driver, guess what happened? The keke rider decided to take his keke and run. While running, he got on the bike, ran behind the keke driver till the keke driver hit a taxi, caused the lives. I don't know whether those people recover. I did not follow the story, but they were badly injured. Badly injured. I don't know whether they recover, but they were badly injured. So when the people start to lose trust in the system and in the police, it's dangerous. They take law into their own hand. They do not trust the system no more. That's why you see in Liberia, you see mob violence, right, all over the place. Because the people have this perception that when they collect these criminals and take them to the police station, the police will do nothing. The police will take money from them, either some kind of $500-$600, and release them back in the community. There are no punitive measure that is taken. So people have lost confidence in the system, so they take law into their own hands. And sometimes, do you believe these people, whether they're true or they're lie? But look at the actions of even the court. I gave you an example. Let's look at the issue of our sister. The case between Luca Riches and this guy, Lloyd. Her name will come to my mind. This particular American by the name of Luca Riches, he and this guy allegedly had a relationship. And he found out that this girl was pregnant. And he decided that the best way to do it is to unalive her. Which is not strange. These people, they do these things here all over. They do it. It's very common. Was to unalive this girl. Because according to the information, he had a relationship. He had his wife. So he wanted to unalive this girl. At the end of the day, fellow Liberians, his plan did not work. He was caught by a motorcyclist. And he left from on the scene and went to the police station. The police protected him. At the end of the day, they sent him to court. What happened to the court? Luca Riches is today here in America. Why the girl, Vivian, I think Vivian or near Vivian took by also, I've forgotten the name. The name just slipped off my mind. Somebody here will remind us. Why that girl is today living with that trauma where her throat was almost slit by Luca Riches. When the case was taken to the court, he spent a few days in the court, and at the end of the day, Luca Riches walked scot-free. Today, Luca Riches is here. The court gave him an opportunity. We saw lawyers discussing about how they must give the girl $10,000. The girl must forget about the case. The case will go nowhere. Lawyers were discussing. I got a clip here. The clip right here. They were discussing it. Let's leave that. Look at the issue of Shalom Musu and Councillor Gloria Musu-Scott. Shalom Musu was gruesomely murdered. Shalom Musu. Shalom Musu was gruesomely murdered. At the end of the day, the case was taken to the court. Madam Gloria Musu-Scott, along with her accomplice, they were charged, forwarded to court, and they were found guilty and placed behind bars. When Joseph Numa Boyka came, guess what happened? He decided that, well, Gloria Musu-Scott is one of ours. Let's free her. And they free Councillor Gloria Musu-Scott. Today, as I speak to you, Gloria Musu-Scott is serving as the director or the chairman of the board of NOCA. Gloria Musu-Scott. They took her from prison. Joseph Numa Boyka manipulated the system, the judiciary system. And she walked out as a free woman. Up to today, we don't know what happened. She that is having the knowledge of what happened in that particular house, she refused. She did not talk. And they set her free. She is free. Free person passing around. While Shalom Musu, that promising lady, is no more. Today, fellow Liberian, we are seeing again a serious rapist in presence of J. Bryant McGill from the deputy minister at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. This man raped a 14-year-old, assaulted and raped this lady. At the end of the day, let me answer this call. It's important that I answer this.
Promise us that we suffering, marketeers, you're suffering. We're coming to rescue you. Easy with someone I will believe it because we're ungrateful and bad. And you know what I'm saying? So we follow beyond the deceitful government before he power. The government say before he power, everything collapse for us, from our single parents. That business to see our children to school. That business we do, our children live back. For nothing, the government say, hey, boy, even when you take something, you shop it on a rack. That's what we look at us at the country. The country lack. Say Joseph Numa Boyka say, oh, the country is black. The country lack to the estate salary market that used to be back Saturday. When you come, you will take running for you, you go across the road, you will not hear anybody come.
So you mean you take the paper and the government to be a debtor?
Yes, because nothing is proving. We see all going back. They're not buying our market. He promised us that we will power. He made sure we will sell. Even when we're not selling to him upon time. Yeah, now since he said, oh, my brother, I tell you truth, I'm not just talking because I really want to vote for him.
Oh, you mean you voted for Boyka?
Yes.
I think you better to get a change.
Yes. Hey, see, I will vote for him that we see that, you know, the one they told her that, even when we can't say, yeah, it was not enough for us. Things will be better more than that. So, so Pastor and I say, when I for our eyes, when he whip our thing will be fine, we'll jump behind me. I will get my own group over 278 women. On the market, I provided food, going to campaign, I provided food, I say get my blessing for them. But then we wait for them, just the waste.
Amen.
No improvement. See, I can see my bed. Hey, see,
Plastic.
hey,
Instead of money, see plastic.
instead of money, can't use a bit of it. When they lose the one, maybe you will say, no, lie, money over back. They want. They see nothing. Before they say the money over back.
So our man, how you see the past and we are past administration and the current administration?
Let God forgive me. Let we are God forgive me.
Amen.
100,000 millions not better. Get now. I tell you truthfully.
So you once voted for President Bwaka. So
Yes,
what is the message now for Bwaka? What is the message?
If he not put himself, but I'm noticing that he will not even put himself together. And I think we talk, what we talk is just our own. What he decided to do that, but now they not there for room, one day for master. Every loan will have and he's very wicked. He suffer with a single parent.
Who wicked?
Bwaka, Joseph Human Bwaka is very wicked. They promise that he get with a single parent, and what he doing for us? School fee very tough. Then we can say no way material is supposed to drain. Delete material need for one day, but now you get rack to pay. I think you have to pay the school fee.
Amen.
Yeah, we cannot buy nothing. So what the improvement? So if you not think for God, the way he fool all the day, I'm sorry for him tomorrow. And the next year I get
Your
Mani Sata we are.
Satawia. Your last thing we are in go against.
But I voted against my own husband against him because I could not marry me. When the way they put in a sweet talk, I just imagine Banjo for what fee one kind of group on a ring for Bwaka. What the improvement? They will pay me. After that can be everything. He black me one for you. I tell you truth. And I just really want to do all that. Yeah. They say over that that the group but they promise all the make for all we win it to run a campaign, everything they need. So in me market here we get in the photo. Zero send up for you will not pay on their jet fire now. I just say no.
So Alma, let's talk about the development that the president are doing, breaking houses and on the name of
the government, I tell the government to be Facebook government.
Facebook?
Yes, internet government because they say they carry on development. We can't see it. When you add, they say go on the internet, go on Facebook, so that Facebook government will not see the reality yet. When they on the internet will go and you facing the city. I will be the true lady waiting. I see the city facing. But when we talk, they say, see the hospital may break. Just go on Facebook, you see, so that Facebook government, that internet government, I will go there for you for. The reality can be showing when they on Facebook, we'll go before we see it. And I see no development. No development I see. They see all parties, they will not beat, and they see all parties beating. Okay. And I see no development.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. So let's talk to our hello.
Yeah. I think you will see me. Me are your real friend. And you see the sample of me. You see it? I told you about your friend in 2005. I was talking what they became of that.
Who the papi?
Joseph JMP. JMP did not get off, but we're not that. We pray God to see to let on now. We just want to let on now. That papi, we will kick it off. We will do a break up, we will kick it off, we will say for that. If I papi, I never became my son. I never seen wicked person like that before. So we're all right. So we're all right. The past president all right. But Joseph Bwaka. Joseph Bwaka. Joseph Bwaka. He wicked to the estate to the Liberian people. You get forget. And then you can say I can't see nothing out there. Nobody. When you say this and this, the public get forget. I will go with George Amen. I will drop you. Oh my God!
Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Will not forgive you. Will not forgive you. Joseph Bwaka will not forgive you.
So how the business?
I think it's the same day when they're traded. Same day when they're with the better. They're not buying it. So I expect my trader will eat. They're not buying. They made a country hard. They take it to the 2 million buy it. They be cheese in they buy how much cheese? When I put cheese, I get the chimo, everything is up. Then they got bread suffering. Money love it here, market.
So how you see the past administration? How you see former President George we have past administration and current administration?
Just reactor. Wow, it's not in the market that I sell for far there. And I sell for far there. But no business. When you waste the market, like when you waste it in the money, for in the money, in the net, that's in our diet. We go about 1,800. Now you got it, how many you got it will feed your children, to pay your children's school, to pay my children's school fee free or charge, but now nothing. They're not easy, my son. I thought that won't cry again. They're not easy. They're not easy. Our children suffering. Children forever. All red. It was all red. It was all red. And Dilma once said, nah. When George Jack said, I will protect.
Wow.
I will protect. He just
protest for why?
Protest to bring up a thing that to delay it. But that way, you will lay out on yourself.
The message
on TV, people see me.
People see you. People are seeing you. So the message to the government.
That message to the government. What job when I do the content? Because you're doing nothing. You're not doing nothing. In just past year, man, if when you go to say la brother, small money, what the small money la brother, what the small money is doing, you have doing nothing. The weather job are doing start at 8 penny. You know you break ground yet, you do nothing yet. So you are 10 years move in the chair. You that way you will not want to see it. Oh, we hate it. You not want to see it. And you love it here.
Okay, thank you, Armand. Thank you. So you get message to talk to Abraham Gosson.
Abraham, I love that. So, every gossip, every day I listen to you. Now, next time you are playing the city, I listen to you. Say, you play it to me. I love that man so much. My journey down there. We are no other journey, my bad journey down there. So, every gossip,
Thank you. You can do Armand. Yeah, you can hear that something. So we welcome to you, please. And others are crying to the best.
The high is supposed to be. They're not paying our men. When the men go to white, they're not paying it. Every day, who's fancy, who can see in salad fear. Every day will be sleepy. What we get our men? They're going to white. Every day, all the men will be sleep on the screen.
Oh, man.
What is so going on?
Oh man, yeah. How do you see the past administration?
And now let's see
the past administration, former President George Weah, past administration, and Joseph Braga, current administration. How do you see? How things go? My friend. Come on, my friend. Come on. How do you feel the current administration is getting to how do you see former President George Manu, we are past administration and Joseph Braga current administration? But doing we are routine used to get profit? Doing we are routine used to get customer? Okay, thank you. I'm out Yannick. Okay, thank you. Let's talk about Gaza. So, bro, I come in. Yannick. Abdullah. Huh? Abdullah. Abdullah or Abdullah? Abdullah? Yeah. Is that a Fuda or the Arabic name? Arabic name. So, Abdullah, how do you see the current setup?
For me, I ain't here because actually
I don't normally come in the market this year. I only come here to help my Oma every Saturday. So let's exclude a market issue. Since you are a young individual, how do you see the current setup? How you see the past administration and the current administration? Well, for me, actually, during the past administration at that time, I was still in high school, so I'm not really experiencing life to be that much difficult. But since then, since I came out, the jail looking somehow confusing because I don't even know what the staff has. You can see, even the University of Liberian entrance are supposed to be on right now for students, for undergraduate. They haven't yet come up with a specific date yet. That's why we have people that are sitting waiting for government. So, according to you, doing VR regime, you know, let's say you're about an opening, right? Right? But I'm more exposed. Okay, I'm glad you encountered some and goodness in Banner. People say we are paid school last year. It's true. Oh yeah, it's true. So for me, when I didn't pay for WAS. Who pay your WAS? The government at that time. No, but last year I wrote WAS to Joseph Wara government. Not Georgia government. Last year? Yeah, 2022. You graduated in school? Yeah. Okay. So what is the message to the government? The message to the government for me, I ain't just talk now because if I say on top, the government will keep bad for me. I can thank you, Yannick. I'm going to have to like to play. I can thank you so much. Don't fight them any people first. Don't fight them again. Let me control it. So we stay here talking to people. Let's talk to our sister. My sister, I don't know. You look so tired. How the business? The business okay? But why be worrying? You what? So, I'll talk to you now. I'll talk to you. Say, Shimbobo. I know Shimbobo, right? Then you Shimbobo. Already. How the business? Why you said it? Plenty. So you just a young little child come and selling 20%. How do you see the past administration and the current administration? The current administration is hard. The past administration is okay. So what is the message? You say the past administration was hard? Oh, but good. The current administration is very hard. So you mean former President Ria was good and Joseph Boga is bad. So what is the message to President Joseph Boga? My message to Joseph Boga to try because none of the US every president is very okay. Money further. Okay, thank you. So it's how we post the screen of the television. We got more views from so for students, how we post the screen of the television, we are getting more views on citizens and more negative positive comments and drop in our comment section. Others are crying, getting into the current and government. Others are crying, getting into the past government. Some people agree the government, doesn't even find government. Others agree. Former President Jerry government. So folks, my name is Simona. People are on YouTube. Keep sharing, keep liking. I'll see you the next day. Listen. How's business?
The business is not really improving.
So now you've been selling here for over some years, and so during the regime of Josh Manoia, and as compared to now under President Joseph Boga, how can you compare business?
You can compare it because I can remember 2017 when Joe Weah become president for Labrador. As of the time I start making money on my own, I even bought Lendy. But anytime United Party people come in power, something very hard. As you can see me, this is not my body. Things are hard. Yes, so from the economic situation, the economic situation for presently, this regime is very hard.
It's very hard.
It's very hard.
So it was quite better doing
So we are
down
now.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you are grading the two government, who will you grade higher past them first?
I will grade Jolram government 100% and this government 10%.
Okay, thank you so much. Your name again?
I'm James Fire.
James Fire. Thank you. So how is business going?
Thank God, my man, you know now.
So you said that Joseph Boga government. So doing job man, how was business with you?
Business was all right. No, those.
Yes.
I'm a United Party citizen from local country.
So how long have you been selling here?
I've been selling almost 3 years. Not even 3 years, but I can't remember, but almost
but you've been selling here for a long time.
For a very long time.
Yeah. So how was things with President Town?
It was smoothly moving up, small, but for now, as you can see, since the morning, we not even sell one customer.
So since this morning, and then nobody has bought anything for you here.
Yes. Only man can take a market. They expect you to free here.
Okay.
Since the morning, nobody number. So are you free? You leader. I will get taken out my
Wow. So now, we prefer President we are coming back?
Oh yes, I'm a United Party. Yes.
But now if election is here today,
I will vote.
All right, my people, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But again, we are here. We are here. We want to say thanks to each and every one of you, very busy behind the scene. So as we're saying, I can't even remember where, we stop. But let me play this so that I can be able to catch up with where we are. And then
We not even sell one customer.
And then nobody has bought anything for you here.
Yes. Only man can take a market. They expect you to free here.
Okay.
Since the morning, nobody number. So are you free? You leader. I will get taken out my
Wow. So now, we prefer President we are coming back?
Oh yes, I'm a United Party. Yes.
But now if election is here today,
I will vote President we are.
President we are.
Yes.
Go here, United Partisan.
Yes, because of what's going on now. They're really getting on shit. Yes.
The economic condition is not better.
Oh yes.
Okay. Your name again?
I'm a J. Kamara.
I'm not J. Kamara.
Yeah.
Thanks for having you. So ma, how everything? How's the country with you now?
The country too hard. Not allowed to eat my son. The country hard.
Wow.
Can you imagine? My children coming dre. The old shoe that on the bed, I take from there. Doing jogging time. Yeah. I will buy different things. I will come at shopping. I buy different things. But the old shoe, yeah. I come for breaking it now. I'm going to put it on the green tray. So tell me now, what the facility now I will go on in the country? It's too hard.
So you saying that what you were promised by the Joseph Yuma Burger government, that is not what you
not.
So fellow Liberians, as we were saying, look at what is happening. The United Party government Joseph Newman Boyka used his office, was able to get Madam Councillor Gloria Musu's card out. She's walking scot-free. Why that late girl Charlotte Musu family is crying. They lied on other people because they wanted to print other people funny. They say, oh, these people are the one responsible for this XYZ. And here we are today. So the Unity Party government is noted for protecting people who, are within their ambience. We saw what happened with corruption allegations around here. The Honorable Samuel Tuwe is accused of being corrupt. Joseph Numa Boyka instructed the former immigration boss, Steve Zago, arrest him, gave him a communication of, how they can call it, whether Neo-Republica or whatever. That is when the person is leaving the country, make sure that they are stopped, they are arrested. And when Steve Zago received this communication, Honorable Tua was coming in the country. And he said, about Chief, and we can arrest the man. The communication states when this man is going out. He is not going out, he's coming in. Because Joseph Newman Boyka wanted his will to be done, guess what happened? He sacked Steve Zago. The records are there. But there are people who are engaged in broad day robbery of our state resources. These people are walking scot-free. Look at Bryant McGill from the Ministry of how you call youth and sports. He abused this little girl. He raped this little girl. Guess what happened? The Ministry of Youth and Sport wrote a communication telling the Liberian people that a man said he want to go on leave. A man who's supposed to be behind bars. He is on leave to his house smoking shisha. While that lady is going through the trauma and the pain of being abused by a man who could become even her grandfather. When it comes to the issue of corruption, once they hear former officials are involved, Joseph Newman Boyka body will be trimming and he will order his police talk in Gregory Coleman. He said, Gregory Coleman, go arrest. But when they see very United Party people are involved into the act of corruption, guess what happened? They are protected. Look at Ami Moda, for example. Used almost about $90+ million for a vehicle that was not intended for that. But guess what happened? Ami Moda, when he was being pressured by the public, Ami Moda resigned as a free man. He set into his house. Set into his house. When we told you people yesterday that this man is a useless man and will do nothing to be able to help put our country together, you guys didn't believe it. Look at now what is happening. Our country is in a complete disarray. The level of hate and anger that is in that country, you can feel it even if you are visually impaired. You can feel and you can touch it. The hate that is within the country is something that is visible. You can see it. And all thanks to Joseph Newman Boyka. You see, let me tell you something. When you have a leader who is vindictive, when you have a leader who is disrespectful of the rule of law, you know what happens? His followers will do the same. Like someone said, take a pack of wolf. Take a pack of wolf. Allow a sheep to be their leader. Those wolves will automatically adopt to the behavior of the sheep. Take a pride of lion, or whatever you will call it. Make their leader to be a sheep. Those lions will adopt to the behavior of the sheep. Take the sheep. Take the herd of, the sheep. Take a lion and make that lion to be the head of them. Those sheep will be aggressive as the lion is. The leader depicts the tune at that particular time. We are not surprised that under the regime of President George Barney Weah, we saw respect for the rule of law. Were there challenges? Yes, there were challenges. But what we saw was something that we could praise. The level of police brutality that we are looking at, it did not happen under the regime of President George Barney Weah like that. To the extent that some of us were even angry and said this is complete nonsense. Because we saw civilians beating on police officers, hurting them. And they were asked not to respond in a brutal manner. Joseph Newman Boyka took over. The first thing they did was to massacre our people in Grand Cape County. Massacre our people in Grand Cape County. Today, who was brought to book for that act? Nobody. Joseph Newman Boyka and his, Gregory Coleman, they are walking scot-free. But Gregory Coleman, we can assure you that you will account for the death of those that you killed in Grand Cape County, King George. You will account for it. You will account. We can assure you that, look, Queen Johnson, you will account for the life that you took away. You will account for it. Francis Sakila Nimale, you will account through the legal process. Nobody coming run behind you will not behave the way you behave to take away people's life in that form, shape, and manner. Will not behave like that. We'll use the law. At the appropriate time, we'll use the law. You will pay for it. All of you will pay. Enjoy yourself today. And yesterday, we all were saying 6 years, 6 years, 6 years. Where are we now? No, where are we? And out of the 6 years, 2 years gone. And we are left with 4. Because 2 years is gone. We are left with 4. Yes, we are left with 4. So it's not forever. Those of you who think that you can abuse the Liberian people, continue. Go ahead. Do it. Nobody telling you not to stop. Go ahead. Do it. But we can assure you that you will account for it. That's why I always use this platform to advise my brothers, those young ones that are working in this government. Do not allow the few cents that you've been paid to confuse you and think that you have arrived. You've not. You've not. You've not arrived. Those of you who think that because you are working for this government or you are working in this government and they are paying you few cents and dollars and you think that all is well, hey, be careful. Be careful. You have not arrived. There were people who occupy the office that you are in today. There were people before you that sat in that same office and they had the same nomenclature that you're having today or the same, how you call, whatever you will call it, title that you have today. They had the same title. Where are they today? They are gone. The office is there. The office will continue to be there. Oh, yes. The office ain't going nowhere. That office will continue to be there. But you know what is going to happen? The only thing that will not be there forever is the individual. No, those individuals will never be there forever. So that one is clear. They will never be there forever. There will always be a rotation. And so those of you who think that what you are doing is okay, yeah, we're enjoying ourselves now, we are okay, we are enjoying ourselves. Be careful. Be very careful. Because what you are doing, the people say, nothing now day for you, one day for master. You will account for it. Do not allow this old man that have deceived almost everybody around him to deceive you. Don't do that. Don't do that. You have a future. You have your own family. You get your family in our country there. Nowhere you will get to go except Liberia. So those of you who think that you can be able to just do anything because you now have a government job and get away with it, be careful. Be very careful. Because one day you will account for your action. Again, the DMV chapter of the CDC USA, which comprises of Washington, D.C., Maryland, and that of Virginia, is going to be having her convention in October 2025. That is next month. All of you are going to be invited. The entire membership of the CDC USA, you will be invited at that particular convention. Meet members of the convention committee. We have Honorable Mane George, who is the chairman of the chapter. We have Professor Dr. Gifty L. McGill, who is the ethics and the grievance committee chair. I'm sorry, her picture is not here. It's intentional. The picture is not here. We also have Honorable Amadou Dakagbe Blain, who is the secretary of the convention committee. We also have Honorable Paul Jasper, who is the chairman of the convention committee. And we have Honorable Amos Zawenja, who is the election commission chair or the chairman of the election commission. These are members of the convention committee. Hopefully, this week you are going to be seeing so many flyers relative to what will be happening in the DMV area. Fellow Liberians, there where we are, and so these are the members of the committee. As time goes by, we give you more information. Tonight, we are going to be doing some work. As I speak to you, we are also working behind the scene, working on all of the flyers. The guest speaker is going to be up hopefully by tomorrow. Yeah, we'll bring you the guest speaker. The guest speaker flyer will be up. So yeah, that is that. That is that. So my people, I guess some plenty of work to do here. I'm sorry that we can't talk much, but let's play some music. Let's play you some music and let's hear some things from our people, and then we can call this a day. So the convention committee, yeah, this convention committee, yeah, convention 2025. So let's get you something here, and then we can all look at this. So let's, bring you what we are supposed to bring you here, and then we can all. All right.
My fellow Liberians, I'm Attorney Daniel C. Gayu Jr., Deputy Information Minister of the Republic of Liberia. Today, let's take a look at what His Excellency President Weah has done through the Liberia Electricity Corporation. Before President Weah's inauguration, Liberia was largely a dark country with only 35,000 households having access to electricity. With the exception of few households in Grand Gide, Maryland, and Nima counties that were connected to the CLSG lines, fewer residents in Monrovia receive irregular supply of electricity at one of the highest costs in West Africa. The woes of the power sector were compounded by a major donor apathy caused by the unaccountability of about $6 million United States dollars of the Norwegian donor fund. An overdue debt of 8.2 million United States dollars that was not paid by the previous administration stressed the cash flow of LEC and impeded its commercial activities already plagued by uncontrolled power theft. With the scant supply of expensive electricity to minute parts of 3 counties, to dark Liberia with majority of its blackout cities, towns, and villages was handed to His Excellency President George Weah for illumination. President Weah has increased the supply of electricity to 220,000 households from 35,000 households in 2018. Cities, suburbs, and towns in 9 counties, Monserrado, Margibi, Grand Cape Mount, Bombing, Bong, Maryland, River G, Grand Gide, and Nima counties have received electricity for the first time since our Civil War. President Weah has increased LEC generation capacity from 88 megawatts in 2018 to 113 megawatts in 2023. He made it possible through the power purchasing agreement for the supply of 25 megawatts through the CLSG interconnecting lines. President Weah has also successfully transformed the Bushra power plant from use of diesel to heavy fuel oil and increased its generation capacity from 35 megawatts to 38 megawatts. President Weah has restored donors' confidence in the energy sector once more. He has, over the past 5 years, extracted hundreds of millions of dollars in support of major LEC projects under his administration. Among the projects is the $96 million United States ongoing RESPACT project to procure and install 20 megawatt solar power plant. This project will also add 2 turbines to the existing McCovey hydro plant to boost its generation capacity to 128 megawatts. On behalf of the Liberian people, President Weah has also formed a partnership with World Bank and West Africa Power Pool to conduct a feasibility study for the construction of a 150 megawatts hydropower plant on the St. Paul River. The study is near completion. When the St. Paul River hydropower project is constructed, it will have a generation capacity of 2 times more than the McCovey hydro currently generates. Upon the urgings of President Weah, the World Bank has already pledged $300 million United States dollars toward the construction of the St. Paul hydropower plant. In a few years from now, the entire Liberia will receive stable and affordable electricity when President Weah completes the RESPACT 20 megawatt solar project, the 15 megawatt Scatec solar project, and the 150 megawatt St. Paul hydro plant. Upon completion of these projects, the LEC will generate about 300 megawatts. In President Weah's Liberia, 1.1 million persons have access to affordable electricity because he reduced the tariff on electricity from 35 cents per kilowatts to between 15 and 22 cents per kilowatts based on your customer type. President Weah has catalyzed the access to affordable electricity by signing into law an act criminalizing power theft. His anti-power theft campaign has saved LEC from over $30 million United States loss per year and booked about 28,000 culprits. As a result of the anti-power theft campaign, over 15,000 new prepaid meters have been installed and more than 18,000 disconnections of illegal customers have been made. President Weah has made LEC financially stable by paying the previous administration overdue debts and by paying his government debt on time. Since 2018, the government of Liberia has been billed up to $37 million United States dollars, and President Weah's government has paid up to $36 million United States dollars on time. President Weah has also issued executive orders exempting LEC from paying custom duties and general services tax on petroleum products, transformers, wires, and light poles to hasten LEC expansion program. As a result of all his efforts, 15,000 transformers have been added to LEC's network, while 2,199 kilometers of medium voltage lines have been installed. What a capable leader we have. Thank you, President Weah.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies just go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have. And I can assure you, if you check your calendar, it's exactly 4 months from today. Today's the 10th, right? When is the election? You start checking. 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming up. You will see a Liberia that will give you hope. You will see a Liberia where corruption will be a thing of the past.